Hey guys, and welcome to a bonus FAFO. Today we're going to go back over and talk to Ginevra. She is the queen of chocolate. We've had her on a previous episode. However, she's got a bunch of updates for us and wants to talk to the wider crowd that's out there. So, how are things going?
Hello. Everybody's good there? Yeah,
Yeah.
everything is good. Everything's good. I'm in Washington right now with beautiful weather. Today we're gonna hit the 85 degrees. And I drove up to the canals to I got in touch with some how you say it, the strain, Nathalescens. Got them
Adolescence,
from
yeah.
Yes, I got them from Deadpool, and as I was making some chocolate sweet, I discovered that it's a different kind of mushroom. It's not even a cubensis, right?
Nope,
And
totally different
so,
thing.
right, and I didn't even realize that. And so I was talking to some friends, and we decided to come up. And today I'm gonna take my first big dose of psilocybin because I never had. You know that?
Yeah,
You
make
know
sure
that?
you're in a safe spot, sweetie. Make sure you're
Yes,
in a
so we
safe
are
spot.
like we are in the nature, and we are in these beautiful cabins, and everything is gonna be so pretty. So, but I'm gonna
Oh,
take not too big of a dose. Like it's all planned. It's all planned. It's gonna happen in about an hour or so. So
oh,
that's it.
fantastic.
Mhm. Yeah. Do you have any advice, or like, have you ever taken that
Uh,
strain?
well, they're pretty strong. So you're going to want to start with about half of what you would normally take and a big dose of cubensis. So they're about roughly on average about twice as strong. They definitely hit you pretty fast.
Okay, if I never done more than zero point 0.5 of cubensis, but I do want to have a good experience, should I do like a gram?
Yeah, start with the gram. See, you can always take more, but you can't
Yeah.
untake. Yeah, so
Sounds good. Sounds good. Okay.
yeah, start with
So,
the gram. A gram should get you. You're a tiny thing. Gram should get you where everything's pretty and sparkly and cool things are going on. Take it with some champagne or take it with some orange juice. Something a little bit acidic that'll help break it down. Just mix it all in there and then drink it.
oh,
Or
okay.
you can just take it, in your chocolates if you've already
Yes,
made it in your chocolate.
I made a few bars last night, and I made them at 2.5 grams. Didn't know that it was that strong. So like I might take like a half or a quarter of a bar to start with. I made
Yeah.
a cherry white chocolate lemon flavor. Very
Oh,
excited.
nice.
Yes.
I heard you got new packaging as well, right?
Yes, so I make packagings now, and they have a beautiful a lady on top of the packaging. It's like a pinup girl designed by P-Funk, actually, very beautiful.
Oh,
And then I
nice.
am making 5 grams, 8 grams, and now I'm making like a limited edition that just has the Gigi in front of it. I changed the name also to Gigi Shrooms, and that one is for like the limited edition for those strains that have very little of, like for example, when I make Enigma, they usually takes me 6 months from start to finish, or these Nada lenses or stuff like that. And now they're like in real cardboard boxes. So if you guys want to do giveaway, we can give away a few so people can start seeing them actually.
That's beautiful. We'd love to help
Hmm.
you out with that. That'd be
Because
fun.
there is 4th of July coming soon as well. So
Oh yeah,
it's gonna be.
that's a great time. You get out there, watch the fireworks, do a little bit. It's good time.
For sure. Um, then apart from that, how's your growing life going? Then I'll tell you about mine.
I haven't really been able to grow anything. Like we're right in the middle of buying this new
Moving.
property and getting everything done. And we just signed all the paperwork to start construction, like major construction, where they're putting in like roads and septic system and running power lines and stuff. Um, and so they're doing great. Everything's moving along as it should. Very excited because I'm ready to get out of the city. Very much ready to get out of the city. I've been staring at trees a lot, like eyeballing tractors. I really, really, really want another tractor.
Oh yeah.
But yeah,
I
no.
remember growing up, my mom, she had a beautiful tractor and like she spent all day on the freaking thing. We had like 12 acres and she had like this like garden, like she grew everything. We had 100 fruit trees and she was always on this tractor with her like her mask actually foulard, on her hair. She had long hair like mine, very pretty woman. And she just lived her life in the country house. It's crazy.
Oh yeah, it's tractor time is good time. It's very relaxing and very fun.
Yes.
So yeah, it's good times. So other than that, I really haven't grown much of anything. I do know that our little group, we have a group grow, a couple of different group grows going, which has been a lot of fun. I just haven't been able to participate because I don't really have any space. Everything's packed up and put away. Hopefully in the next 90 days or so, I'll be able to do something. That would be great.
So I have a question for you. So when you make, at this point, I have about 400 or 500 agar plate, right? How do you actually store them after a certain amount of time passes? After you make them?
Are these colonized plates or are these just blank plates?
No, they're colonized plates. I keep like multiplying and cloning everything that comes out pretty. And I'm about probably 500 right now, if not more. So I let them colonize all the way. Some create some mushrooms on it too and stuff. And then I put them in the fridge. And for now, I have a fridge. And then how long are they going to last in the fridge?
Quite a long time. Until they dry out to like crispy crackers. And even if they dry out to crispy crackers, you can add some water or some sterile liquid culture and bring them back to life. So they really do live a long time. They're really hard to remember. Those were all clean clothes. Oops. My wife's washing clothes again. So, good times. So I got distracted over there. So
oh, so good.
Clothes into the washer. So it's really easy to revive the agar. What you should do, and it would be something that's kind of fun, is take a bunch of your oldest plates and just dump them into a bucket, like a big bucket, like as we did the What the Bucket thing. It was a lot of fun. We just took a big bucket, or you could use a big tote, and then just layer just dump the agar in there. And then layer in some substrate and dump agar, layer in some substrate, dump agar, and just all these random stuff, and then just let it grow. And let it turn into whatever it's going to let it.
Just agar and substrate?
Yeah, because you're going to have plenty of agar, right? You can get rid of 100 plates this way. And that's more than enough to just, you remember the grain was only really distributing the stuff, through.
Yeah.
I would just buy, honestly, a bag of compost from the store, like a cheap bag of compost. And that's what I did. I didn't sterilize anything. I didn't do anything. I just took a bag of compost and mixed it with a whole bunch of plates, and then wrapped the whole thing in like a trash bag and set it outside. And let just the temperature fluctuations and nature take care of it. But if it's a tote, you can just put the lid on it and put it outside. Right, and then just once it's fully colonized, just pop the top off the tote and spray it with a little bit of water and let it just grow. Let it just produce whatever fruit it's going to do. And you'll see
I'm going to do that this week because I have so many plates, and like I said, I don't know what to do with them because I have accumulated so many, and that is so fun. So
it's fun. What we found is that it flushes in succession. So you might have a whole bunch of golden teachers come up, and then you'll harvest them, and they'll go away. And you'll have a whole bunch of Avery's albinos come up, and then you'll harvest them, and then they'll go away. And then something else will come up, and then a whole bunch of mutant weird stuff. And it produced for a very long time.
On a tote.
What are you talking about?
Oh, he's here? No.
Yeah.
I gotta go. Yeah.
We're just talking about doing her doing a kind of What the Bucket thing with all of. She's got 500 colonized plates, and she was wanting to how to get rid of them. I was like, throw them in a big tote.
Dang, get some crazy shit in that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if I get a tote that is 54 quarts, for example, does it? All my totes are modified with patches, right? Can I use one
Totally
with
don't.
patches?
Throw it in a garbage
You
bag.
could, but I wouldn't modify it at all. I would just what
One
I did was
just
take a bucket.
no
When I
oxygen.
Nah, don't worry about it. That's overrated. So what I would do is I would fill the tote like 3/4 full, right?
Okay.
And then just have like a 2-inch gap at the top between the lid of the tote and your substrate. But I would layer in there like I would layer in there like your plates and substrate plates and substrate plates and substrate plates and substrate, and then just leave that little layer on the top. And once it's colonized, take your top off.
Yeah, take your top off. Woo!
That's what we do in Italy. No shame.
Yeah. So go full Italian once it's colonized.
It's also the right weather for it. Topless on the beach for sure.
And I would do this outside, like on the back porch, under a table or something, so it's in the shade.
I have that,
Yeah. That's just what I would do. That's how I did it, outdoors completely the whole time. And it did great. Like the temperature fluctuations and just being outdoors kept it from getting it never got like infected with anything. I never had any trick issues. I never had any issues like that. And I think it was just because it's exposed to like the outside, and there's something about outside that keeps the infection.
I know.
I keep telling you, it's the ultraviolet light.
Every time I go outside and I dump my contaminated turf flash or whatever, or anything contaminated, I throw it outside or I just leave the totes open outside. All the trichoderma dries out immediately.
Yeah, exactly. So you're just basically making a big ass flower bed in a tote outside for your mushrooms, and just let them go crazy. As long as you keep it, like you spray it with water every once in a while and hydrate it, it'll just keep flushing for months and months.
Do you want me to? Do I just put the top on top, or do I clip it close?
I would clip it closed during the colonization time, like while it's actually like colonizing, because it'll keep it. You won't lose any moisture that way, right? So it's a little greenhouse, and let it just fully colonize, which will happen pretty quick. And then once it's fully colonized, it tries to like knot and stuff up on top. Remove the top and let her rip.
Sounds fantastic.
Oh, you'll have all sorts of crazy stuff come up. It's a lot of fun.
Fun. Yeah, and lately, guys, I moved from tubs to bags.
Nice.
I did that jump because it's easier. First of all, I finally got a flow hood, a big one.
Yay! Nice.
So now I don't notice all the problems I had before, which I was already pretty lucky with contamination. Everybody told me I was kind of a witch because it's not possible, but now the contamination went way down. And but the reason why I went from totes to bags was my contamination problem with the tub. But now I have a hood, so I might try to go back to tubs. I don't know. I'm really much enjoying the bags are so easy.
Oh man, you can store so much of them in the same spot. Like bags are just really, really, really hassle free.
Yes, and if you do it right, they keep flashing too.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
You get 4 or 5 out of a bag easy if you're not using nutritional sub. Easy.
What do you mean by nutritional sub?
You have nutrients, adding poo and fucking leaves and hay and shit that it actually eats. Because it doesn't actually eat cocoa core or vermiculite. That's pretty much just a space for it to root. And I say root, it is a loose expression, not that fucking mushrooms have roots. For anybody listening that's gonna fucking make a video.
Someone out there is already typing. Someone out there is already typing up like some hate mail about roots.
But no, nutritional sub will get you bigger meteor 1 or 2 flushes. But at the end of it all, I find, unlike Feral, that you get more flushes without, unless you have.
I'm a big fan of nutritional substrate, just because I like having super large potent mushrooms with huge flushes, and also like I don't really end up with the contamination issues because I do everything in front of a hood, so I don't really end up with a lot of contamination issues. I also sterilize everything that's in bags. But unless I'm doing like the what the bucket type thing, which what we were talking about, we're just do it outside. We're just like buy some cheap compost and go to town just to get rid of your agar dishes, and you'll have flushes. It'll flush like crazy. You'll have all sorts of weird stuff come up.
Huh.
It'll be a lot of fun. Like whenever I had a whole bunch of extra agar dishes, that's what I did with them, and it was a lot of fun. We ended up getting tits from that.
Tits and What the Bucket.
What the Bucket, the 2 different strains that came out of that that are amazingly potent and a lot of fun and very, very, very easy to grow.
I'm super excited. I'm going to do, as soon as I'm going back home, after my 2-way trip today, I'm going to do the bucket thing immediately.
Nice.
I am super excited. Yeah. And,
did you tell Feral what you're doing today with your
I did.
Yeah.
So today I'm tripping. I took a trip to go trip. Yes.
Nice.
With your beautiful Nata lessons, and I was getting like some advice. I did make chocolate. I made cherry lemon white chocolate with bar with your Nata lessons. I'm very excited. So we'll see.
So she hasn't really done much more than like a half a gram of anything.
Listen. She was making chocolate with my Jack Frost and licked the spoon, and then she told me like she couldn't get out of the bathtub for an hour. She's sending me pictures. She's looking at me at the phone, like her eyes like just zoomed out, looking up.
I know.
I was like, you might want to start with the gram. Just start with the gram of gnats.
I told her to take half the bar. I told her to do half the bar first and try go a little more if you need to.
You can always go more, but you can't untake. You can't untake them.
No, you kind of can, but it's disgusting.
But I tell you, your Jack Frost is crazy though. Like I literally had a 0.3, maybe it was a 0.5. I don't think it was, and everything turned so visual for me. And I do never take mushrooms, so like I do microdoses and stuff. But there was the most psychedelic experience I've ever had with the Jack Frost.
Until today.
Until you do my nats. Until you do my nats.
Until today.
Yeah, I'll be a new woman after our next podcast, probably. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, we'd love to hear about your experience.
I know.
Trip report.
Trip report.
Definitely need one.
Mm-hmm. So, anywho, okay, guys, what else is going on in you guys' world?
I'm probably caught up with all my shit.
Yeah, it's a frozen wasteland up there, Red Deadpool. He's been in a constant battle with the caribou for basically being able to get in and out of his house. They're bloodthirsty this time of year.
They are?
Down here, it's just no, sweetheart. He has no caribou. I just give him shit because he lives like so close to like the Arctic Circle. But he lives way up north. But you can't get much more north without being in Canada.
Yeah, the Canuckians are just a golf swing away.
Golf swing away. Don't you guys pass secret messages back and forth with the golf clubs? Like, just hit balls back and forth across the board?
Right. We just do smoke signals. That's how close we are.
Trying to beam each other.
Yeah.
Like golf boards.
How does Canadians say four? Four. Someone just say four. What? What did that person just say?
I am going to ask you guys a question while I'm at it, because you guys are both of you have taken psychedelics, right? Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what is that intention where you say like you have to put an intention in before you go and take a trip? Tell me about that.
Well, I see people do that. I don't. I just try to make sure I'm in a good headspace. Like, I'm happier and I'm enjoying myself. I don't ever take psychedelics when I'm mad or pissed off at the world, right? Like, you don't take them, like, when you're, like, sad or when you're pissed off.
Whatever you are, you're multiplying it. The mushrooms are a multiplier of your emotions.
Okay, I'm very happy today, so there you have it.
There you go. You're going to have a great time.
You're going to have a great time.
Yeah. Like, my last accidental large trip was actually Deadpool's fault. He sent me these ODPE strain that's like 10 times stronger than my ODPE strain. So I took a bunch like I would normally with my ODPE. I took maybe like 3 grams of his ODPE, which is like 9.5 grams of my ODPE. And like,
Jack Frost versus Jack Frost, exactly.
Yeah. So
I've been doing it for a long time. I keep my jars of grain. So whenever
I got lost at the zoo. Like, I was at the zoo and I got lost. And then my wife's like, "You need to park the car." And I'm like, "We have a car?" I'm like, shit. I'm going to park the car while the road is moving. This is going to be great. So 45 minutes later, I managed to park the car. And I even remembered where I parked the car because I took pictures of it. And then, like, a bunch of pictures so I could find my way if it moved. And then I forgot my pass to get back into the damn zoo. So I ended up having to climb the fence. But I didn't need to climb the fence because there was a family entrance, like, 50 yards away. I was a mess, man. I didn't know what the hell was going on.
That is so funny.
Yeah, it was definitely one of those sneak up on you. Oh, surprise! You're tripping really hard right now.
Yeah. So how come? Like, what is the trick on making your fruits so strong, Deadpool? What is that you do exactly?
I think it's one of a couple things. Number one, every time I have a new one and I'm growing it, I keep some of the grain in the fridge. All right, because I only deal with monocultures. So when I hand them out and people pick them, and if they like, something was wrong with that one, I'll put that one to the side. I notate it, nothing really there, or it was just normal. And then someone else, like, they'll be like, "Oh, dude, I was seeing geometric shapes and aliens and shit." I checkmark that one, and then I take that one and I grow it again, and then those are the only ones I regrow. I don't just grow to grow. I grow for
so it's like a rigorous selection process. Yeah.
So you keep your kind of a grain to grain situation to the stuff that is magical. I don't understand.
Yeah. Yes, I do that, and then
he keeps a grain library.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's keeping a grain library.
And how do you keep it, like in a pound format, or like just a few grains on a side?
No. I do quart jars. So when I am doing a new one that I'm trying it out, I leave some grain in the jar, and then I close the jar up and I throw it in the fridge.
Okay.
Then it puts it into hibernation, and those jars only stay in the fridge until I know how good they are, because then I put them to plate, and then I put them to long-term storage so that I will always have them, And
you can always add, like, sterilized grain back to that jar.
Yeah.
And get it to fully recolonize again.
I would just dump that into another jar.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, that you just leave the corn and then you go grain to grain and then you keep going like that.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah, it works out pretty good. But his selection process works really well. Like that ODPE, that was pretty severe.
Yeah, but I don't know many people that will go to the zoo and drive there on 3 grams of anything, tell you the truth.
I didn't drive there. I took it as I was walking out the door, and it's like a 15-minute drive there. My wife drove there, and then we pulled up, and it hit me right as we were unloading to the zoo, and then she's like, you need to park the car right there as it hit me. Like, and I'm like, I don't know if I can stand up. And I was like, okay.
Was your daughter?
Yeah, my daughter it was her birthday party.
Really?
I had a great time, and she had a great time. The only part that was sketchy was trying to find my way back to the zoo from because I had to end up having to park 3/4 of a mile away because there's no damn parking in San Antonio. No parking here at all. So I had to park 3/4 of a mile away from the damn zoo, which sucked. And for trying to hike back when you don't recognize any of the what do you call them? The visual nothing.
Oh yeah, because it shows right, nothing looked the same.
Yeah, nothing looked the same. And so I was like, so I pulled up on my map and I used the find my family feature and I just kind of went in a straight line there.
He's like over the giraffe, through the ape.
Yeah. I just went
the crocodile
straight line. It's just straight line. I didn't dodge around grass or shrubs or anything. I just barreled through fucking everything.
Shrubbery.
Straight line, adventure time. There was a fence. I jumped it. Straight line. But,
that is funny. No, the only time I had an experience like that, I was 22 years old. 23 or something like that. I came to the States actually and was here on vacation. I went for dinner and I had my first edible. It was like how you call it, the brownies. And I was at this restaurant and I remember hitting me while I was eating, going to the bathroom and couldn't find my way back to the table. I do remember that. And I'm not a big pot person, no, don't do good with marijuana.
If I wanted to take a nap, I would just take a fucking nap. You know what I mean?
And eat 3 jars of Nutella. Eat 3 jars of Nutella and take a long nap. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That would be me. Anyway, what about that, Paul? Tell us about your experience there, Paul, because I need some,
My experience? Which one are we talking about?
No, but your good psychedelic experience.
Oh, my stuff is usually I like to do by myself in the woods. Yeah, because I live in the middle of fucking nowhere. Only because it's
fend off the Yetis and the bears and shit.
Yeah, we're normally friends until they fuck up my dogs and they get the hockey stick. But it's because set setting is very important, and me being the way I am, if I'm around other people. Anywhere I am that I'm not by myself, I'm always fucking watching my back because most of the people that are around are nice until they're not nice. So you can't in Buffalo it's not like shiny happy people. We're fucking fuck them, all of them. So I mean but once you start getting something in your head dude, who's this dude? I don't know who that person is. I gotta go. Now I'm sitting in the corner so I can see the door and the window. So it just ruins the experience. Most of my stuff just
around here. It's probably 96 or 97% of the people are nice. You wouldn't have to worry about that shit around here.
Dude. In Buffalo, when I install alarm systems, I can't tell you how many times I've been underneath someone's house and there's gunshots and people running by me. I can see their feet as I'm looking out the crawl space because they are fucking shooting and running through the fucking hood because they get their free alarm systems. It's that's where I live. I'd rather do it by myself or with a friend in the woods or somewhere. And it's fucking just
definitely somewhere safe.
Yes,
that's not.
And I'm looking around. The trees are smiling at me. The clouds. I'm like, holy shit! Look at that one. It's Super Mario and Luigi. And it's like, what the fuck? So I'm having a great fucking time. Instead of sitting in a fucking corner, getting paranoid, getting fucked up, and then being like, I'm an orange. Don't peel me. It's like, what the fuck?
Did you guys watch the movie, the Mario Brothers movie?
I've watched it 3 times, and I've never made it all the way through it.
I've probably seen it about 70 times, just because it's my daughter's current favorite movie.
Oh shit!
Oh,
So
cute.
I watched it twice today already.
Oh,
I'm tired of it. She
yeah, I
just
worked
like
at the
knows.
movie theater. I forgot to bring mushrooms, so I was like, oh shit.
Yeah,
I
she's got. You
forgot.
can hear her singing. She's now singing the Mario theme stuff in the background. But yeah, she's got all the little action figures, and she makes them play out these super elaborate, like like fights to the death, and which is fun. I'll participate. Like I want to play Bowser.
Yeah.
He's always gonna win if I'm playing him. He's just gonna stomp everybody. But for some reason, in her games, Princess Peach is like extremely overpowered. Like
She's an Omega. That's what happened.
yeah, she's super overpowered. She can just basically do whatever she wants. She can fly, laser beams,
Laser
the whole nine
beams,
yards.
knife
Yeah.
fingers.
Exactly, totally overpowered. She'll win every time. Yep. No, but that's about it. It's going on in our life. My life. It's not super exciting at the moment.
I mean, the one time was good when we had Carl on. Remember? And we
Oh yeah, that took a little too much. That was not a microdose. That was.
I did ODP. I did my ODP then, and I was like sitting here watching my screen flicker at me, trying to think.
And when you stopped talking, all of a sudden you went on your own world. I remember that episode where you were like, "Oh yeah, I took some," and then all of a sudden you went quiet.
Yeah.
You disappeared there.
I was listening to the guy, but at the same time, I was like really trying to focus. And then trying to publish that episode was a nightmare. Like I couldn't type because the keyboard kept trying to run away from me. Like I was having to like physically hold it down and peck at the like individual letters. That's why there's like a very short description on that episode. It's like 3 lines of text. And that 3 lines of text took me like 45 minutes to write out. But yeah, normally I don't do like big doses. Normally I'll do like a gram of like a standard type cube, just enough to make everything bright and sunny and pretty and sparkly and just like mood enhancer the air.
That's what I told her. I told her at the Nat that it's going to be like she's in the Wonder Years.
Nice.
I did.
Yeah, I try to do enough to.
Oh yeah, the net, yeah. Yeah.
Situational answers is what I kind of go for.
Yeah.
Yeah, where I'm at is so magical though. Like everything is green and there is water around and cabins all over and high trees. It is so.
Oh, you're gonna have a great time. You're gonna have
and
a great
it's 85 degrees out and I'm wearing this little white tennis dress and just like so excited.
Nice.
With my hair in a ponytail. Because you never know if I'm going to throw up, so nobody has to hold my hair.
You came prepared.
That's very nice of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was FaceTiming Deadpool right before, and he saw my outfit, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good time. Are you going to do this alone, or are you going to do it with a group of people,
so
or what's going on?
There is 3 more people, which one, this guy is very mellow. He grows with me, like we have a project together, but he's like me, never done more than like half a gram. And these other 2 people, they will go like for 8 grams, no problem. So, but like after they read about the NASA lessons last night, they think they're going to do 2.5 grams. For each of these people. So it's going to be 4 of us, and we rented this beautiful cabin right here. And, actually, you know what I thought about? If you guys want to do a giveaway, I should make a bar with the NASA lessons from Deadpool. And we should give it away. The same bar I'm going to take today.
Oh, there you go.
That'd be fun. Yeah.
Yeah, what do you think?
Hell
Who's
yeah.
going to win it now? That's pretty... You know what I wrote on the bag? After what Deadpool told me, not the lessons, everyone's dream.
That would be a good marketing for the bar too,
right?
Yeah, that's true.
I told her I've never seen gnats in anything, and gnats are more potent. So it's I think for the 4th of July coming up, I know how you're trying to get.
I haven't either. I've never even seen people do them in pills.
Right.
I've always just seen people once they grow them, they immediately freaking take them in tea.
Right.
Like,
but
I think it's just because nobody ever has enough. Like, because
they don't grow. They're not bulkers.
Yeah. Like they don't produce. Like they're not making massive flushes of huge like biological volumes. They're a lot harder to cultivate. So I think that's probably why.
I feel very lucky. Yeah, like we should do like a 4th of July special or something like that. Yeah, it's gonna be all Deadpool's fruit with my chocolate.
Oh, shit!
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have to figure out the parameters of this cool giveaway here, though.
I know. I don't know how it works. I don't even know how people are gonna contact us to get this stuff.
Well, I know
Probably
last time I did a giveaway, I had a fucking, that was right before that PayPal bullshit started. I remember I did the password thing in there. So you guys deal with it, because dealing with people, I don't like dealing with people anymore. They annoy me now.
You don't?
Yeah. I'm done helping people.
I get it. I understand. Yeah.
But
Anyways, I have like a few minutes left before my people are gonna come sweep me out for my trip. So
nice.
I might need to let you all go.
Yeah. Well, why don't you tell everybody how you want them to contact you for chocolate?
Yeah. And that's what I don't know. Rather on my Discord, which is Micro Mushrooms. I don't know how people find Discords, or my Girl Lodash Shrooms is my Instagram. Those are the only 2 ways. I don't know if you guys have any advice of how to do it.
Well, Farrell's going to put a link in the description. So let's go ahead and put chocolate specials down there, and so everybody can hit the links. And then as long as you have advertising or anything else on there, telling people what you have available, it'd be easy.
Yeah, shoot me a link to your Instagram in a private message real quick, and I'll include that in the show notes. Okay,
and let's say that like one of the bars is gonna go for free of the Natalenses, and what should be the how we go about it?
How about
who's gonna win the car?
Who's gonna win the car?
I'm not exactly sure. We're gonna have to come up with some cool. They'll have to like your Instagram and follow your Instagram, and you'll have to pick one of the new people. That you have to pick one of the newer likes. So to go on, let's do it like this. Let's go. They have to like and comment on your Instagram on the Natalensis post for the bar, and they have to pick a number between 1 and 50.
Pick a number between 1 and 50. Okay.
Yeah.
Give me the power.
Yeah, that way that you'll be able to go through there then when you have a number in your head and pick your winner from that.
Sounds good. Well, on my Instagram, I just show my grows, but I can make like a little grows and show like a little chocolate bar, and I can put the nat on it so people will know it's that, and that's what we're gonna do.
There you go.
And
that'll do
hopefully
great.
they won't shut my account down thinking that I'm selling. But yeah.
But as long as you don't put prices on there, you'll be all right. Just put a chocolate.
Yeah, everybody just go and they've got to like your Instagram. Follow your Instagram, and then just pick a number between 1 and 50, and just comment with that on your Instagram under the Nat bar. So that'll work.
Sound fantastic.
Yes.
Okay, you guys, I'm gonna talk to you guys after my trip, and maybe I can come out as a guest and tell you my experience one of these days.
Awesome.
Oh,
have fun.
I'd like to hear it.
Thank you so much, you guys. I love you both.
All right, later, babe.
We love you too. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.
Well, guys, we just quick update there. It was real nice to have her on, and just for a FAFO bonus round. It was Ginevra, the Queen of Chocolates, with her update. And she wanted a little bit of advice on what to do with her new adolescents. And we're going to enjoy hearing about this trip. I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yes, we are going to. I can know already.
All right, guys, we love our listeners, and we'll talk to you later for a regularly scheduled episode later this evening. And
Later.
talk to you a bit. Bye-bye. What did you do to it? Why is it not stopping? I have no idea. Not stopping.
Scoobity baba. Yeah, baba. I'm just going to hang up. There he goes. It stopped.
There he goes. I don't know. Let's